pressing it and nothing's happening. Not like being in an elevator, Sam. And wow, so much echo, so much feedback. Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of the Suplah. I am Andy Quad, and with me, as always, it's a certain somebody's birthday today. That is Sam Brooks. Ahem. 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 Give me a second. No, that's not it. No, that's not it either. That'll do. Right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Samuel. Happy birthday to you. Where's he gone? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Sam! 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 Damn it! Have some fun, damn it! It's your birthday! Sam? Sam? Sam!
Yeah?
And many more!
You're done.
Okay, yeah, I'm done now.
I mean, I didn't even want to make a big deal of it being my birthday. Like, I didn't really want to let anyone know. So...
I mean, there's a thing in the background that suggests otherwise.
What do you mean?
There's a big banner behind you.
Oh. So anyway, welcome, everybody,
Hello.
to the Suplah, where we don't make money anymore.
This is true. On so many levels.
So, have you been?
I've been good. It's been a while, Sam. What has happened in the magical world of wrestling, Samuel?
A couple of things.
Okay. And that's the Suplah. We'll see you next time. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of things have happened. Should we start with bad news, or should we just go with good news and then go to bad news?
Yeah, the bad news out of the way first.
Okay, let's get the bad news out the way. So, unfortunately, we have to report that wrestling legend Bruno Sammartino has tragically died at the age of 82. Those who don't know, Bruno Sammartino was the WWF champion for a total combined reign of 11 years. He who fled Nazi-occupied Italy, was it?
Yes, he's from Italy.
Yes, he fled that situation and eventually emigrated to the US and became an icon of professional wrestling to the point where he was selling out Madison Square Garden on a regular basis for 11 years. He also was dubbed the Italian Superman and was able to bench press 565 pounds, which, if you live in Europe and you like kilos for some reason, it's 256 kilograms. He went on to sell out Madison Square Garden an astonishing 187 times, according to the WWE. And in 2013, he was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame by Arnie, of all people, for some reason. Many people all over the world are very, very, very sad about this loss, including the singer Bruno Mars, the gamer Chimelicha, Hulk Hogan, Arnie himself, and basically pretty much everyone. It is very sad, obviously, and we wish his family our condolences.
Yeah, definitely. One in a kind talent. We'll never see anything like it again because obviously times change, the climate's changed, the business has changed. We're never going to get a guy who's on top for as long as Bruno was. Before anything, before Cena, before Rock, before Hogan, there was Bruno. And the reason why we have that blueprint now is because of him. For better or worse, some might say for worse, but doesn't matter at this point. What matters is that he had a legendary career, and we're very happy that he managed to patch things up with the WWE before he passed, instead of having that awkward thing where you didn't really like him when he was alive, and then you just pretend like everything is peachy keen once he passed away, like certain other kinds of people that were, wow, okay, emphatic. I'm glad you're enthused about it. What? What's wrong? What? Little Timmy fell down a well? What is it?
No, I just had a sip of water.
Right, and you went like this.
Don't
Just
treat me
ruined
like
the
a
entire moment.
Never mind.
You're a shitbag. So
Okay.
yeah, no, everything was good before Bruno unfortunately passed away, which is good for the better. You mentioned Bruno Mars. Some people might think, why is that a thing, Andy? You should probably explain. Bruno Mars, pop singer. Some might call him the modern day Michael Jackson.
I thought you were going to say fucking...
Yeah. Was it good? Was it worth,
the Monday
saying out loud?
guy.
I mean, you can just think in here. You don't have to put it out there, you know.
What? What is this thinking?
This whole time he's been unaware. No, Bruno Mars, pop singer, was not his real name. Funny enough, the Mars family doesn't exist, but
Oh, I thought he was like
Mr. and Mrs. Mars, what will you name your son? After Bruno Sammartino. So that's where the link comes in, and it's good that we have such a influencer on modern day pop culture. Some people may not think it, but if you ask any of the like older fans who maybe watched it even before Hogan, people who saw the likes of Billy Graham and all that kind of thing, they'll always say, "Oh yeah, Bruno, top dog, big lad, the big dog, Bruno Sammartino."
Please don't call him the big dog, for the love of God. Please stop doing that.
The modern day big dog.
No, no, no. Do not compare Roman Reigns to Bruno Sammartino, you jagweed.
It's just a name, Andy. Maybe he was a large canine. A large canine, Bruno Sammartino, will be missed by everybody. And hopefully, we don't have to deal with another tragedy like this for a good while.
Also, Dale Winton died.
No one's going to know who that is, Andrew.
Oh.
I mean, I just came in from watching Supermarket Sweep in my living room, but that's besides the point. It's not a wrestling name, so we don't talk about him.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, maybe move on.
Well, we'll move on. So, a couple of weeks ago was the biggest and longest event of them all. It was WrestleMania.
WrestleMania?
WrestleMania. He's a dog. It's the big dog. Russell. Big Dog Mania.
WrestleMania.
Big Dog Mania number 4, people. So...
I can't wait for the follow-up next year with WrestleMania, where it's just a big tombola.
Yeah, you get tickets, and then you win.
Who's in the main event this time? Opens ball. Roman Reigns.
Oh, who knew?
To prove it's authentic, let's try a different ball. Oh, wait, I can't get the ball open. Stephanie, help me. Okay, here it is. Roman Reigns. Let's try a third ball. Another ball. The big dog.
Roman Reigns. It's funny because that actually happened. Yeah. Yeah. Should we talk about the main matches? So
talk about the highlights, a couple of things off the cuff, because it's been a while and there's more stuff to talk about, and we're probably just going to spend forever talking about Mania otherwise. Here's my candid thoughts. Ronda is way better than anyone thought she could ever be, and that's good. I'm glad she's doing full-time. I'm happy that it went well. Probably best match of the night, maybe, depending on your tastes, but that's what it was for me. I'm glad that Shinsuke has now turned heel. I'm happy AJ won. I told y'all were like, nah, Shinsuke, but nah, AJ retained, and that was a cool thing. They're moving forward with that now. People are disappointed with the match itself. I will say, don't be, because as we now have learned in hindsight, it was the start of a program rather than the culmination of a program.
Yeah, but
so they're not gonna blow everything off that they can do in their first match together.
Yeah, I hate how Mania's like the beginning of feuds. It's kind of like not the point.
Well, we didn't know at the time, but now that we've seen the direction it's going in with the heel of Shinsuke, I'm totally fine with that, because heel of Shinsuke is best Shinsuke. In case y'all didn't know and you don't watch any of his New Japan stuff, he is way better as a heel better mannerisms. And in WWE, as we all know, the heels are booked better for no reason. So that'll be fine. What else was there? What else happened? Oh yeah, John Cena got completely annihilated by The Undertaker in 2 minutes. Didn't expect that shit to happen. Does this mean Undertaker might come back for more? I don't know. I don't care.
He's coming back for the greatest Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, I forgot that some of these matches on Mania are now going to build towards the greatest Royal Rumble, such as main event, which was Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. I told y'all Brock would win. I told y'all, and you were like, "No, it's Roman's coronation. He's obviously going to win, guys."
Oh, yeah, but that's the thing. Like, because he hasn't won, I feel like Roman is now completely doomed. Like,
No. But here's the plan. Because everyone knows the main event of WrestleMania and Roman Reigns go about as well together as me and Andy do on any given day. Not well. We decided, instead of having him win there, they're going to pull a swerve, have Brock win, have everyone go home sad, and then, when they go to Jeddah for the greatest Royal Rumble, Roman will win it there, because he won't get booed out the arena. Whoops. That's a bit of shit booking, isn't it? But
I mean,
who cares? At this point, I'm done with the whole thing of like Brock versus Roman. I just want Roman, a full timer, to have the belt, please, and have good matches for the belt.
Oh
please.
Yeah, that match was one of the worst matches ever, and it wasn't just because of the crowd. Like
no, there was a lot of matches, and there was not matches, a lot of factors in this match being terrible. It was mainly the fact that it was just finisher, kick out, finisher, kick out, finisher, kick out.
Yeah.
I cannot honestly tell you a single unique move that happened other than a knee to the face. Nothing else.
And the problem
just finishes.
The problem as well is like Kim was watching the event with me.
Oh, of course, we have to hear about the normie's opinion now.
She kept like looking at the phone, like a phone, and then like she looks up. She's like, "Oh, okay." Looks at her phone, looks back up again. It's like, have they moved?
Have they done anything different?
And the thing was, they were in the same sequence of things the whole time.
It was just smooth spamming. It was just smooth spamming. That's all it is. If you watch like a Street Fighter match and they're just hitting the Hadoukens for 10 minutes, that's all it was. The worst part is, it had a good moment where Roman got busted open hard way. They're clearly trying to recreate the Orton spot that happened at SummerSlam all that time ago. But that bit in the match was actually pretty cool, because you see Roman screaming, covered in blood, and that was like a cool image. I liked that. But then it was instantly back to the finishes and putting for a table and just... It wasn't great.
Boring thing to watch.
The one time I will agree on Andy with the main event being trash, it's not just because of Roman, it's because it's a big cocktail of shit.
Oh yeah. This is a concoction. It's like a cesspool. It was the worst thing. I honestly think that was the worst main event.
No.
In a number of years.
I mean, in a number of years, yes. But the last terrible main event that I can remember happening was Rock vs. Cena 2, and that was not a long time ago.
I think this is worse.
It's pretty much the same thing when you think about it. Except with this match, everyone got swerved, whereas with the Rock Cena 2, everyone knew Cena was going to win anyway. It was just as disappointing, but like for different reasons. But anyway, that's my thoughts on Mania. Enough of the negativeness. Talk about the good things.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I thought you meant something else. My bad.
No. Talk about the good things. Talk about Ronda.
Ronda did really well.
Very well.
It was like, is she going to get like a little amount of time and like armbar stuff? But she got like a good showing. Like she did.
The match was 20 minutes long.
Yes, like she did some moves to Triple H, which is like, it's unheard of.
Whoa, intergender.
Oh my god, it's almost like that's called equality. But so there's things like that.
Equality. Everyone should be able to punch each other.
Anyway,
that's what it is. That's what it is. It's wrestling.
The bit that I had a problem with was Stephanie McMahon. Now, Kim loves Stephanie. Thinks she's great.
What?
The problem I had.
What? No, hang on. We're not moving past that. Excuse me?
Wait. The bit that I have the problem with is that Stephanie was able to hold on and like hold on to her hands for so long to stop the armbar. It's like, you're not an actual fighter. I'm an actual fighter, Dad. You are basically a civilian. You are not a professional. How does she know the same skills that an MMA fighter has? No, she doesn't.
Well, I can tell you why.
Or someone who's an active competitor in WWE. That's stupid.
I can tell you why. It's because she watched the tapes.
Oh, go away. She wouldn't have the strength to stop that. Like, to stop the
don't you get it? If you just watch UFC, you can do FC.
Oh, all right, I watch UFC. I'll step in a fight with Conor McGregor if he doesn't throw a bin at my fucking bus.
Can't do that. He's in jail.
He's not in jail anymore.
Oh, he got out. Oh no, he's loose.
Via a bus.
He's out in the streets, everybody. Watch out. He might attack your vehicles. Don't let him near any bins. Oh, he'll ruin your card.
Don't let him go near any barricades.
Not at all.
Jesus.
Oh no, he's headed for the Bruno Mars concert. Bruno, get out of here. I have no barricades.
Run away, baby.
Bruno should run away.
Yeah.
Terrible. Fuck Conor McGregor. Shitbag. But yeah.
Why did you buy me this and then 2 days later he decides to do
Well, it's not my fault he wants to be a dick. Why is that my fault?
It's not your fault. It's just irony.
Poor timing. And why haven't you put it up yet?
Because I need to buy blue tack.
You're not even going to put it in a frame?
Put it in a frame?
Get a clip frame. It's art. It's an art piece. You frame it.
Well, I've got nowhere to put the frame.
On a wall, dipshit.
It's not my house. I rent.
Oh, I don't fucking care. Put a nail in the wall. No one's going to know.
Allowed.
Oh, the tiniest little tiny bit of hole. Oh, no more deposit.
Yeah, exactly. That's how these things work.
Respect my purchase.
I do. I'll put it up on the
blue tack. I'll sellotape it to my bedroom wall. Oh, I can't. The landlord can never know.
There you go.
Dickhead. So why does Kim like Stephanie? I'm still not getting over that.
Because she thinks she's a perfect heel. She doesn't understand that she's basically ruined the business.
Okay, there you go. There's the justification.
I try explaining this, and
she doesn't understand that she just ruins everything.
But like, I can see Kim's point of view though, because like,
she's an amazing heel, but
I hate Stephanie. Like,
I hate her.
The point.
But the thing is, the difference between her and like Tommaso Ciampa, off the top of my head, is that despite me hating Tommaso Ciampa, I want to see him. Mm-hmm. I don't want to see Stephanie at all. Ever.
Yeah. Like, that's my problem. Is that she doesn't need to be there.
No.
She could just be behind the scenes doing her own thing. And she's like the face of the women's revolution, which is bizarre because when she was around, she was doing like, I don't know, bra and panty matches and women fighting in mud. And she was technically in charge of the creative process at that point, but she didn't go back then. No, women should have proper matches, not fight in evening gown matches. No, so
we don't understand. The culture was different 10 years ago. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Anyway, enough of that shit. The Undertaker, John Cena, squash match.
Here's the thing.
It happened.
I mean,
can everyone get over it now?
Yeah, not only did he get squashed in the ring, you could say, so did his love life.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this bit of news. Yeah, 6 years together, John Cena, Nikki Bella, no more. Kicked out at 2, nothing else.
Kicked out at 2?
Yeah, he kicked out at 2 before the marriage could be made final.
Mattel made like 2 action figures. One of John Cena like on one knee. And like Nikki going, this is the happiest day of my life, and they just like, oh god, what have you done?
I think Enzo Amore also said that on the day he got fired. You know, maybe just don't say that. Yeah, okay, this is cringy because, like, I don't know if you watch Total Divas, the show that's totally grounded in reality and has no scripts whatsoever, but. I mean, it's clear from the outset that John Cena never wanted to get married or have kids, which is fine. John does what John does. Nikki does John, apparently, but not anymore. Yeah, he didn't want any of that. Nikki did. But no, let's just get married at WrestleMania.
No,
That's a good
engaged.
idea.
Engaged.
Oh yeah, let's get engaged in front of a weatherman at WrestleMania. That's a great way. That's a wonderful thing, wonderful life choice to make. Well, no, just don't do that. It baffled me at the time, and it baffles me still. Like, does Vince owe him one now? Is that what happens here? Like, just pretend to get married. John, I'll owe you one, pal. I'll give you a shot of a world title.
I can't remember who posted this, so I'm sorry. It's like things that will be edited out of WWE history. Chris Benoit. The hug at the end of WrestleMania with Eddie and Chris. And now this.
I like how you put a marriage proposal on the same level as a man who murdered his family and
Here's
himself.
Here's the thing. I saw a better one where John Cena goes, Nicole, blah, 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 blah. Will you marry? And he goes, I must go now. My planet needs me. And it just says John Cena died on his way to his home planet. Anyway, let's look at the chat. So Kim says that Bruno Mars is not the modern day Michael.
No, let me explain. Let me explain that. Because I'm not saying he's not on the same level of talent as dumb, but what I'm saying is his music has mass appeal in the same way that Michael's did. You're not going to find anyone who hates a Michael Jackson song. Like, all of them have something. It's like Bruno. All of his songs have something. You'll still find people listening to Uptown Funk or 24 Karat or whatever the fuck because he just makes appealing music. That's all it is. That's what I meant when I said he's a modern day Michael. Not that he has a giant mansion and a weird monkey. It's not like that.
What?
Well, Michael had giant mansion and Bubbles.
Bubbles?
Bubbles is monkey. You remember this?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I remember this now, yes.
Yeah, Bruno don't have that. I'm just saying. That's all it was.
You could get, like, a big zebra or something and call it.
What are the other comments in the chat, Andrew?
So apparently Vince wants WrestleMania to be a 2-day event, according to Alex King. And I say, no. So
what? Why?
I say, no.
Why? Explain why. That'd be better. Instead of having 7 hours, you would have 2 3-hour events.
You got it wrong. You got it wrong. You think that it's going to be split up into like 3.5 hours each. Yes, I can do maths. It won't be, Sam. It's going to be 2 7-hour events. I guarantee you, like, that's a 14 hours, damn it.
I mean, he barely has enough people to make a 7-hour event. I don't know why you think he can do that on 2 days in a row.
He's got barely enough people to do a 3-hour Raw and 2 hours and 3 hours. Just shut up, stop. Too many hours.
That's why it won't be 7 hours each day.
Oh, God, he's did it well, Sam.
I think you're missing the point here entirely, Andrew.
What's that? Point
is, you know, Progress Wrestling.
I'm going to a Progress Wrestling event.
Yeah, brilliant. Like, we didn't know that already. Yeah, no, they have tournament, Super Strong Style 16 every year. That is split up over 3 days, and that's considered one of their biggest events, like, of each year.
Okay.
Why not make WrestleMania like a Super Strong Style 16? Why not just have 2 3-hour shows on a Saturday and a Sunday, have NXT TakeOver on a Friday, Hall of Fame on a Thursday? Or better yet, Hall of Fame on the same day as a TakeOver. Like, you can have both. Like, it's fine. Yeah. And that way, crowds don't get burnt out, which is a case of, you know, dying a death for Roman. If he's going to be in the main event each time, you don't want him just in front of a couple of sleeping, volatile people.
Well, the thing is, as well, is that the Hall of Fame needs to seriously go down. Like, I didn't want to hear Hillbilly Jim talk about his life for what felt like 7 hours.
How else will you know about Hillbilly Jim? He doesn't read out his entire Wikipedia article.
Hillbilly Jim, damn it! Like, what they should do is, like, give them, like, you know, like in actual award ceremonies and stuff. They're like,
real award ceremonies, not like that fake shit.
Okay, you've got. Well, what is the Hall of Fame, Sam? What the? It's not like it's an actual physical place. Anyway.
No, you get rings.
Brilliant. The point is that, like, you just need to say you've got 5 minutes, or you've got 10 minutes, or you've got 15 minutes. play the music, and then like they did to the Dudleys before they put the Jagweed through a table. But like, you know what I mean? Like, just play them out. Hurry up! You ain't got all year.
Remember when Mr. T talked about his mother for an hour?
Oh God! And it's the same. Ivory this year was like, this is like a marriage. I'm like,
Marriage
oh,
is a lot like an orange.
And you know what? I think that Ivory Hall of Fame speech was the thing that made John Cena think, no, I don't want to get married. I don't want to do this at all. This is a thing I do not want to do. Screw this. I'm done. This sounds like hell.
We can blame Ivory for that then.
Hey, there's a correlation there.
I mean, sure, why not? Anyway, I feel like we're done talking about WrestleMania week, are we? Is there anything else you wanted to say before we move on?
Many people debuted. And
oh yeah, because we're not in the Superstar Shakeup yet. We got to talk about the Raw and SmackDown afterwards, where off the top of my head, you have Bobby Lashley, Ember Moon, fuck. Help. Who else? Lashley, Ember Moon. There was more than two.
Authors of Pain.
Authors of Pain. Iconic Duo. Oh,
yes.
sorry, the Iconics. Whatever. Name change, it's fine. Drew McIntyre.
That's it, the chat. That's it, the chat's helping. Help us, chat.
Help us. Tell us. Did we trap down a well? Drew McIntyre showed up. Oh.
Jeff Hardy came back from injury.
Jeff Hardy, yes, of course. That was cool.
Yeah.
Stop going,
Is it not helping?
No, it doesn't help at all. Let me think. That's the thinking noise. Stop, please. Don't continue with that. Now the chat are just talking to each other. Yeah, great help. Fuck it. Who cares? We'll think about it later. Basically, people came back, people returned, people got
Andreas Cien Almas.
He got Superstar Shakeup, buddy. He came in for Superstar Shakeup. Oh, I'm Andy, I'm going to think really hard.
Where'd you get those eyes from?
What do you mean?
The big eyes. They're not your eyes.
Wait a sec.
Where's that? I got it.
Hello, I'm Andy. I'm thinking really hard.
You kind of look like Noel Gallagher.
Oh, hello. I'm Noel Gallagher. Fuck my brother, Liam. I make music. Wonderful, but oh, me eye fell out. Oh, shit. Oh, Liam, help me. Anyway. This is just going downhill really fast.
This is delightful.
Superstar Shakeup. Let's take a look at the
let's
lists
talk about that instead.
as to where they went. Okay, so day one started off really strong. You had the modern day Jinder Mahal move from SmackDown to Raw with the United States Championship.
But then loses the United States.
Well, let me get to that part. I'm telling the story. Dipshit. You don't go and see Star Wars and be like, oh, by the way, Darth Vader dies at the end. But anyway, here's the rest of the front half of the movie.
Bye-bye.
Jinder Mahal comes out with one second brother because the other one's injured. Whatever.
Yes. Bad.
So United States Championship moves to Raw. Okay, cool. And then Jinder Mahal is like, I want the same privileges as Brock Lesnar. And then Kurt's like, fuck off, mate. And he says, if anyone out there in the locker room has enough gumption, enough ruthless aggression to come out and beat Jinder Mahal for the United States Championship, come out and do it. And Jeff Hardy comes out, and Mad Lad, the absolute unit, Jeff Hardy comes out and destroys Jinder Mahal and takes the United States Championship from him. And I'm like, oh, it's like I'm in 10 years ago again, where I was just so fixated on Jeff Hardy. Because he was like my first proper favorite superstar. Like, he was my favorite when I started watching. So to watch him win another championship, I'm like, oh, it's like old times.
Yay!
Brilliant. He still has drug problems and drinking problems. It's just like old days.
Wow.
I mean, he does. So yeah, that happened. And what else happened? Let's just list off. Jinder Mahal. Okay. He went to SmackDown, became a world champion, and then he comes back and he immediately loses. All is right with the world. The Riot Squad. Okay, fair enough. They did all they could on SmackDown. There's more opportunities for them there on Raw. Totally fine. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. They wanted to be on Raw, but then Kurt was like, "No, I hear TNA's hiring." Thanks. So yeah, they didn't get to Raw because they couldn't win a match between them to decide who gets the final roster spot. So bye guys, see you on the Indies. The Miz went to SmackDown randomly during Raw because they just wanted to send him off early. I think. Don't know why, but fuck it, Miz is gone. Who else joined Raw? Zack Ryder. Didn't even know he was still alive. That's great. Fashion Police. R.I.P. Fashion Files. Because fuck off if that's going to happen on a longer show.
Yeah,
that's shitty. Natalia.
Great.
Are you sensing a theme here with some of these people?
Yeah.
Like, Raw is getting all of the people who, while we're on SmackDown, if you ever said their names, you'd be like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember them. Yeah. Oh, they still... Oh yeah. They still alive? Oh, yeah. Great.
Great, wonderful, yeah.
And then Dolpho Ziggler also goes to Raw, but he brings with him Drew McIntyre. Okay. One thing I don't understand is why, for some reason, there's a lack of continuity between NXT superstars and then when they get called up to the main roster. It's happened before. Drew McIntyre is like stalwart, stoic babyface in NXT. Oh yeah, great, just make noise. Yeah, that's great. It's not like you can mute your mic or anything. But yeah, Drew's big babyface in NXT, goes to the main roster. He's a heel. He's the Diesel to DZ's HB Kizzle. Okay, fine. Bobby Roode was a big heel in NXT. And he comes up, blandest babyface ever.
Glorious!
He has a theme song, guys. He has a theme song. Do you like his theme song? Do you like his theme song? Because that's all he is on the main roster. A theme song and a robe. That's all he is.
I won't give in. Doo-be-doo-doo.
And then you have Officer Payne, who came up a week before. And they're like, oh, we have Paul Ellering. And then they come up and they're like, we don't have Paul Ellering. Great. Did you not want to travel? That's shitty. I just don't understand it. I don't know why there's a lack of continuity with some of these call-ups. It's like, it does. Ruby Riott, beloved babyface down in NXT, comes up. She's the leader of the gang of people she barely interacted with before. Don't understand it at all. I really don't.
It's like they pretend
I'm worried for Drew.
It's like Vince is like, this thing doesn't exist, damn it.
But Vince, where did these people come from?
Nowhere!
You just shat them out?
Yes!
Yeah, that checked out. Yeah, I don't get it. And the thing is, like, Drew, I was really hoping he would be Bronze Mystery. Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that a kid won the tag titles at WrestleMania. That was dumb. I didn't like that. I appear to be the only one on planet Earth that didn't like that.
I did when it was happening, but then I was like, wait a minute.
When you really think about it, a 10-year-old child is now a WWE champion.
He's up there with Bret Hart, because he's been tag champs, the Hardys, the Dudleys, Edge and Christian,
Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes,
other tag teams,
Stardust,
The Rock.
Miz. Said very different buzz there. Yeah, that was shitty and I didn't like it, so whatever. Big waste of time. Who cares? No, oh yeah, one guy beat the tag division. Great. What happens now? Belts are vacated. Oh, great. So it meant nothing.
They should.
The whole thing was stupid. They should have given Braun a legit partner like Drew McIntyre, maybe, because he's a lad. He's big. He can compare to Braun. That's
Or
fine.
anyone. Like, they could have just gave him... They could have just gave him literally Gilbert or something.
Kurt Hawkins would have been a good built-in story, but no, they just give him a 10-year-old kid and then vacate the belts next day, making it an entirely pointless thing. Braun moves out of the tag division anyway, because he shouldn't have been there anyway, because he's one man. And now we just have another fucking tournament for a championship. I don't understand it at all. I don't get what the point was. Was it to create a moment? Because I don't want that to be a moment. I don't want a 10-year-old winning the championship to be a moment.
The chat agrees with you. Kim says the Nicholas thing was dumb. Wolfie the Bloodhound says the Nicholas thing was a waste. And Alex King says, I wish the Authors of Pain had squashed Nicholas.
That would be first-degree murder.
And also, you know, are we supposed to believe that Braun abducts children?
Yeah, just random kid. Just like, son, where are you going? He's my son now. Says Braun as he carries him off. I'm going to win the tag titles with my new son. And Dad's
Nicholas Strowman.
You have school tomorrow.
No, you don't. You have.
I am school now. 1 + 1 is 2. You plus me is champs.
No. 1 + 1 is Braun. Like, it's so stupid.
Just gonna let that joke sit for a bit. Because that was legendary. Yeah,
Quality banter. Quality content.
What else went to Raw? Mojo Rawley.
I am not watching Raw.
Kill me. Also, the Ascension. Fuck. Okay, they're still a thing. Cool. Baron Corbin. All right. I mean, like, Baron Corbin, I've always liked, but
I bring the darkness, I am lasagna, I bring the turds, and I make it thunder.
here he is now. He just showed up. His theme played. Yeah, I like him, but I appear to be the only person on planet Earth that actually likes Baron Corbin. So,
Yeah, he's bad.
whatevs. Whatever. He's whatever.
He needs to get a haircut.
You need to get a haircut.
No, I don't. I've had a haircut.
And then Bobby Roode went to Raw, so now it's Bobby Raw. There's 2 Bobbies on Raw now.
Oh, yeah. They could be a tag team, the Bobbies.
The Bobbies. They dress up as police. They already have the fashion police.
Yeah, they've already got that. No, just call them the Bobbies. And, like, literally, one could be like, glorious! And one could be bastard. And then, you know, that's the Bobbies. The Bobbies!
The glorious bastards.
Perfect. The Bobbies.
I mean, it's a better name than fucking Dirty Heels. Remember that tag team?
Sadly, yes.
Yeah. Oh, Dirty Bastard. And then what else? I think there was like a couple. Oh yeah, Mike Kanellis. Remember him?
Is he still about? Like, what?
Yeah. No, well, it's another case of bad timing, really, because Maria had a baby and he had a drug addiction, so it didn't really work out the first time, but I hope he does well on Raw. I'm glad he's not been forgotten or released, because he's a good wrestler. I've seen him in Ring of Honor, TNA. He's good. Give him a chance on Raw, please. And randomly Chad Gable. So...
What? What?
Fuck,
what?
shit, shut up, dude.
What brand is Jason Jordan on?
Raw. They could
Which team
reunite
should they
American
reunite,
Alpha.
Sam?
They could, but you know they're not going to. I mean, R.I.P. American Beta, we hardly knew ye, but, you know, it's, okay, based on that entire list of people, would you say Raw has benefited, or do you think they've just taken on SmackDown's lesser talents?
They have taken on SmackDown's dregs.
Which, you know, fair enough.
If they can make something out of it, great.
I mean, they made Jinder Mahal into a WWE champion, and he was
We
Raw's
do not talk
dregs.
about that.
It happened.
Nope.
I'm putting it out there now. I really think that someone crazy or insane is going to become like Universal Champion at some point. Like, out of all these people, I'm going to pick Mojo Rawley. I really think he's going to be Universal Champion at some point, and you'll all laugh when I'm right. Calling it now. But yeah, so that happened. Raw got some people. Okay. What's the chat saying? Let's have a look.
Kim wants to know about what you got for your birthday. What did you get? Ooh, money.
I don't see your question.
Money. Yeah. He's got a prize.
It's not how his theme went.
It is.
Everyone saying happy birthday. Yes, thank you. It's a lovely day. Yes. Wolfie says Scott Steiner returning to Impact was almost as upsetting as knowing there'll be millions of free MB memes now. Oh yeah, because Drew McIntyre, Jinder Mahal, and Heath Slater are now all on Raw.
Oh, goody.
Yay. It's almost as if I'm glad they have their own individual storylines.
It's almost as if they could easily put them back together again. Very simply.
No, they couldn't, because Drew's with Ziggler and Jinder has his problems, and then there's Rhino keeping Heath Slater at bay. So.
But he's got kids.
I don't give a shit about his kids.
Oh,
so, SmackDown. Fuck. They benefited, didn't they? Holy shit. Let's all look into this, shall we? So, we already knew about The Miz. Randomly, this is the part that confuses me. Jeff Hardy, with the United States Championship, went to SmackDown. So, in kayfabe, right? Paige and Kurt Angle, the GMs, it's weird to say, but they decided that Jinder Mahal, the United States Champion, will move to Raw, presumably so that Seth Rollins, the Intercontinental Champion, will then move to SmackDown. Yeah. As is commonplace, you switch for mid-card belts. But instead, randomly, I don't think they accounted for Jeff Hardy winning the belt because Paige already wanted Jeff Hardy to come to SmackDown. So the only explanation I can think of here is that Paige wanted both Seth Rollins and Jeff Hardy for Jinder Mahal, which makes sense. Switch for mid-card things and Jeff changes brands. But as soon as Jeff won the US title, Paige was like, okay, I don't want Seth anymore. I want a different person. So then Kurt was like, all right. Because he's a dipshit and he doesn't know what he's doing at his job. So
I also don't like this shakeup. I like drafts. I want the draft back.
No, you can't say the word draft.
Why?
Because Vince doesn't like it.
Why?
Fuck if I know, but he doesn't like it.
Sneezing, so what do I know?
He also doesn't know what burritos are.
Even I know that. I had one last week.
You know what he called them?
What did he have?
Steak wraps.
I mean, he's not technically wrong, but
doesn't mean he's right. Because he's wrong, not wrong, doesn't mean he's right. Weird as fuck. But anyway, so Miz and Jeff Hardy moved to SmackDown. And then, keeping with the kayfabe, Paige's general manager, of course, Absolution moved to SmackDown. So one carbon copy swapped for the other carbon copy with a Riot Squad. So, okay, that's fine. And I like that because Ronda is on Raw. Sonya Deville, who has the MMA gimmick, is now on a different brand, so that's not a problem anymore. That's good. Then you have Samoa fucking Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Moved to SmackDown, which is amazing.
Why is he talking like that?
Because think about it. Who's on the brand of SmackDown now?
I mean, like, no. I was just, it's more your voice. Like, what were you doing?
Samoa Joe.
What's this?
AJ Styles.
What were you doing?
Think about it. Samoa Joe versus
Why
AJ Styles.
Sean Connery voice?
Fucking listen.
Okay. You actually broke your mic. It stopped working.
I think my chin pressed the mute button.
Okay. What a moment. What a moment in Suplah history.
What a WrestleMania moment.
You're better than Nicholas.
Anything's better than Nicholas, mate. A turd sandwich is better than Nicholas.
Oh, yes.
But anyway, What was I saying? Oh yeah, Samoa Joe is on the same brand as AJ Styles. Can you imagine Samoa Joseph versus Alan Jones Styles for the WWE Championship? Hello, money. It's
Yes, I can imagine that.
gonna be great. And randomly, Sanity. This is a big talking point. Sanity from NXT. Who's in Sanity, Angie? Do you know?
Eric Young!
Uh-huh. Name
Big
the other members.
Damo! What the hell is his name? Killian Dane!
Killian Dane.
The other one that no one knows.
I know. Alexander Wolf.
That's it. But Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross. Yes. Okay. 4. Sanity has 4 members. Yeah. What do they do? Move up 3.
Yay!
It's like having.
idiot.
No, imagine like the Shield debuting, but they didn't have Dean Ambrose. Didn't have Dean. Just Seth and Roman. It's like they forgot what made Sanity the most unique thing. A crazy lady.
They had a crazy lady.
And I get it, right? SmackDown, no, not SmackDown. NXT needs women, but you have a performance center full of them. Maybe build up your stars better, so you don't have to rely on a member of a stable to stay down. I don't get it. Maybe she'll move up at some point and then join them, but I'm cautious about it because, as we've said, lack of continuity with NXT. Where's Nikki Cross? Where is she? What is she now? The one that got left behind? That's shit.
Maybe she goes even more insane.
She's already fucking licking people and bouncing off the ropes. What more is she gonna do? Kill someone?
She can lick the ropes.
Brilliant. Yeah, no, I'm cautious about that, but maybe she'll come up at a later date. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a surprise. Let's see. And then we're forgetting about the biggest name here, like the most important like draft pick, bigger than Samoa Joe, bigger than like Jeff Hardy winning the United States title, bigger than all of that shit. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Who are you talking about?
The biggest Cassidy of them all.
Oh yeah, the big Cass.
Big Ass has moved to SmackDown.
The big ass has moved up in the world, and you can't teach that.
Let me put it on record. Big Cass will be WWE champion within 1 year.
Oh, go away.
He absolutely will.
Go away with that. No.
Think about it.
No. Big Ass is not.
No, think about it though. Big Cass is big.
Yeah.
There you go. Think
You
about
know who you should have brought over to SmackDown who's also big?
No, here's the thing you keep pushing, and I don't understand why you're pushing this. Stop yelling his name!
Why?
Just say it normally, because it pisses me off. It's not how people talk. Talk normal. Say his name normally.
Prawn.
Prawn sandwich.
That's why I go prawn! Because it's better.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not better. It hurts my head.
It makes sense to have moved Braun. Here's why. Because in the current WWE picture, there is no way that in the Universal title picture that Braun is going to win.
Yeah, he would.
That is the magical land of Brock and Roman is not going to lose that belt.
Who's going to beat Roman? It'll be Braun. Someone who's already beaten Roman several times.
No. Think
about it this way. Braun is a big lad, an absolute unit. He squashes people. He runs roughshod over the entire roster, and he murders people. Okay. You're going to put him on SmackDown with guys like AJ, Shinsuke, Daniel Bryan, all of the indie favorites, and you're telling me you're going to be happy that Braun is killing all of them week in and week out? Because if you tell me for a second that any of them will in kayfabe be able to beat Braun, you're stupid. You've not been paying attention to how Braun has been booked for the past year, more than that. Because he's been put as this unstoppable force that can only be stopped by sometimes Roman and only ever Brock. There's no one else that can compare to those people. Braun has more of a chance on Raw because of a roster depth. If he goes to SmackDown and wins, it would just be too easy. And it wouldn't feel satisfactory knowing that he wins the championship because, oh, of course he would. Of course he's going to be AJ Styles. He's small. Braun is big. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. Raw is built for guys like Braun, where they have the people there, they have the storylines there that make sense for a big guy to be there. If he goes to SmackDown, the roster's too shallow. He's going to run out of people within 2 months. And then everyone will be like, oh, Braun wins again, LOL. It wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work with the way they've built up Braun.
You have to strike while the iron is hot. And unfortunately...
When do they ever do that?
Well, that's what they should.
They should, yes, but they don't. You know who's white hot right now? Samoa Joe. Because he's not going to win the Universal Championship. He nearly did. He came close. But he's not going to do it,
well,
apparently.
Samoa Joe's WWE champion's pretty damn good, so...
There you go. Exactly.
Fine.
Just saying. And then Asuka shows up on SmackDown like we're supposed to be surprised because it's not like she's been there for a month already.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Big breaking news. Asuka is moving to SmackDown, despite already being there since February.
But she's there officially.
Officially. It was made official on the Titantron. I don't get it. I don't get why that happened. I always assumed she just switched. Like, I never thought she was just there on loan. Like, what would happen if she beat Charlotte? She goes back to Raw with the belt? Like, it just didn't make sense. Anyway, she's on SmackDown now. Already knew that. Thanks for the clarification.
Great!
And then, in terms of tag teams, you have the Club and the Bar move to SmackDown. Shit, yeah.
Yeah, but the Club with no Balor is just pointless.
The Club with AJ.
You could have brought over Balor as well. Then you could have had a Bullet Club reading.
AJ and the Club, how they started. You don't need Balor. Balor was with them for like a month and did fuck all with them.
Yeah, but I mean, like, in Japan, they were a thing. So then
in Japan, AJ was also a thing with them.
You could have had something that New Japan couldn't have ever had. The AJ, Balor, Gallows.
I don't want that. I don't want that. I want Balor and AJ to be separate, please. Because they're two big single stars that can make it on their own. They don't need to be in a unit. It's not necessary. The Bar, on the other hand, good. They exhausted all of the matches they could have had on Raw. They can finally have some fresh matchups with New Day. Bludgeon Brothers versus the Bar. Oh, that would be great.
Not the New Day. They had 18 million matches with them. I swear they did.
You forgot about them. They didn't happen in the past year, so therefore they didn't happen at all. It's fine.
That's not how this works.
and then probably the biggest call up out of all of them is R-Truth. Moving to SmackDown now.
People over there, what's up? I don't know, I'm still in this company.
He wanted to SmackDown, he said, what's up?
What's up? Yeah,
they're actually doing a funny thing.
Bullet
where...
Club versus the Shield makes a point in the chat.
What?
I say Finn, and then you just go, but AJ don't. Like, that's like...
Yeah, and what?
Everything I say, you do the opposite of. I don't know why. You're just like a big troll.
Yeah. I hate the WrestleMania main event, guys. Oh, what's the reason this year, Andy? Was the lighting bad?
No, it wasn't the lighting. I've never said the lighting, you idiot.
My point is that every single year there's a new thing for you to hate about the WrestleMania main event. There's always something going wrong. You'll get to the point where when there's actually
5 years.
What I'm saying is, when it gets to a point when there will be an actually good main event of WrestleMania, you've been conditioned to think, oh, well, they didn't have pyro, so fuck it.
No, I will never think like that.
I mean, you have in the past.
Not about a main event of WrestleMania. I agree that you should have pyro.
So, yeah, actually...
Jeff Hardy looks like an idiot doing this for no reason and no pyro is going off. He looks like a complete doofus.
Just pretend.
Oh, and Kim in the chat says that you're deflecting. But I'm going to stop with this.
I'm only reading my girlfriend's comments because I'm a twat. What have some other people been saying?
What's that?
What have some other people, other than the one you're fucking, have been saying?
Wolfie the Bloodhound says, Andy, are you not entertained? And the answer is no. No, I'm not.
I forget this is why you don't read the chat. Yeah, I almost came up with Zelina Vega. Good. Everyone knew that was going to happen. Yeah, I'm really excited. And people are saying, oh, Raw got shafted. But it's like, no. I don't know if you paid attention or not, but there's a reason why Jinder Mahal was WWE champion for a majority of last year. Because they didn't have much of other people.
Because they didn't have anything.
Oh, yeah, on the list. Shit. We don't have much else.
Let's either Mojo or Jinder. We'll go with Mojo. Oh, no, wait, we'll go with Jinder.
It's not like before this shakeup, Raw was overwhelmingly in favor in terms of talent. Now, it's a level playing field. It's finally equal. Finally. We're getting a good SmackDown again. I've missed having a good SmackDown. Remember when SmackDown was better than Raw in like 2016? You had AJ versus Dean and all that shit, and that was great. I missed that.
And Wolfie the Bloodhound makes a good point. Raw normally never gets the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
So, good.
And everyone in the original draft was like, oh, SmackDown got shafted. But, I think they turned out fine. Yeah. And then there was that sync period of last year where we don't talk about it. But, yeah, I think they're going to do well this year. And I'm telling you, marking it down now, either Mojo Rawley or Big Cass will win a world championship now. It's gonna happen.
No.
Here's the thing. It's a good gambit because if it does happen, I'm right. And if it doesn't happen, I'm happy. So either way, it works out.
For you?
Yeah. Why do I care about anything else?
I'm here, hello.
Why should I care about anything else?
Anywho, I think that's a natural progression to end the show.
I am bored now and I want to go work out.
Who works out at 9:30 at night?
I don't know, you do. You mentalist. You mad lad.
When I was like a student, I would be like, yeah.
When I was a young boy.
when I was your age, I was working out. I still do a bit. Not a lot.
A bit.
When I can bother.
Not too much.
Yeah.
You don't want to get too swole.
Yeah, you don't be like, grrr! You just want to be like, sort of. Anyway, so I have been Andy Quad.
Okay.
If you say your name, I'll do the plugs.
I've been Sam Brooks.
And you can find us on Suplah.com where you can find articles and archives and downloadable stuff. You can also find our gaming channel. I believe Carmine is playing Crash Bandicoot. One of them, I don't know which one, because I never played those games as a kid, besides some Crash Team Racing. So judge me all you want. I don't care. Also, we have a Redbubble account, so you can buy all of our merch. Please do. We don't make money anymore. And we could use the money to buy new equipment, because things are getting old now. So go to redbubble.com/people/the and you can buy a shirt with Derek's face on it, or Keelan's. Do you really want? Screw it. Where is Keelan? Who knows? Also,
he's literally in the same house as you.
Shh, kayfabe.
But we know he's there.
Kafab. You can also. Where is Carmine? Also, Carmine went back to his home planet. So basically, you can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram, which one day I will update. I swear to God. You will find us on Twitter. If you follow us on Instagram, you can see Brendan's magical adventures of WrestleMania. He went to WrestleMania. I know someone called Brandon. It confuses me. I know too many people. So the point
one is called Brendan, one is called Brandon. Different people.
One is shut up and one is shut up. So basically, you're a jagweed. The point is, you can find us on social media. You can find us on social media. You can find us on social media and just put in the Suplah. We'll come up. Have I missed anything, Sam?
Birthday today.
And it is your birthday today. So here's what I'm going to do, Sam. I'm going to sing your birthday one last time. Ahem.